Today we're going to be talking about the right way to actually start prompting, because no matter whatever AI tools you take, like Lovable or Greta or whatever AI tools you take, if you don't know how to prompt, you're gonna get generic results like the ones they are built on. So it's gonna be really systematic and really similar to every other platforms out there or every other websites out there. So today we're gonna beat that, and today we're gonna make you better at prompting and help you create more websites that you actually desire, more of a desired outcome. So yeah, today we're going to be looking at the right way to prompt an AI app. So there are three moves that separate a working build from actual garbage. So let's look at those. So the biggest mistake isn't the tool, it's actually the prompt. This is actually right. So imagine, let's take Lovable and Greta side by side. So if you put a bad prompt on both of them, like a paragraph, like one line paragraph, like build me X, like make no mistakes, and if you do that, it's gonna build you a crappy version of the app. And the crappy version of the app I'm saying is the generic ones that actually looks like everybody else. So why it does that is, it's not because of its mistake, it's because of your mistake, because you don't know how to prompt. So when you ask it to do generic things, it actually goes ahead and does what it knows. It doesn't actually learn from your prompt. It should actually learn from your prompt. That's the main thing of actually prompt engineering. So yeah, the next one is what most people do. They type one giant paragraph, hit enter, and wonder why it doesn't work. This is done by everybody. So I have done this in one of my recent videos, like in the Lovable versus Greta stuff. I usually put one line prompt to actually test both of the generic systems. We haven't built something that's takes effort and takes prompting to actually go ahead and do it. The one thing you should not do is build the giant paragraph and expect Claude or the prompting platform to give us the better output. So let's look at why you shouldn't do a paragraph. So it's the same thing. If you take one app or like a vibe coding app like Lovable or Greta, and if you put two prompts, one with the paragraph, one with the really structured prompt engineering code, the really structured prompt engineering prompt is gonna actually win because it's the same output in every platform. So it doesn't matter tools or whatever, the same tool is going to give you the same generic output. So yeah, let's go to the next one. I'm going to show you an example of a bad prompt. This one, build me a beautiful modern habit tracker app that helps users build habits and stay consistent with their goals. Clean UI, easy navigation, everything a user needs to track their habits. And make it look professional and include all the features you expect in a top tier habit app. So by reading it itself, you can actually see one really big flaw, which is expect. So if you ask Claude to expect something, it's gonna give you a really generic output, a systematic output that it actually knows. It doesn't actually go ahead and put effort to actually learn what you need. So let me show you an example. So this is what the output of the prompt that was written earlier. So it gives you a landing page you didn't ask for. It gives you a community leaderboard you didn't ask for. It gives you a paragraph of fake data that you didn't ask for. So it basically builds the habit tracker and hides all these behind. So that's what it happens. Let's look at the next. It actually, the tool didn't fail. It just guessed. So that's what is expected, right? When you leave a prompt full of guesses, it actually guesses out loud. We don't want that. We don't want AI to be guessing. We want AI to be making decisions. Oh, not decisions. We want AI to be making, progress on our decision. We should be the one making the decision, not the AI. Let's go to the next one. The three moves you actually have to do: one screen at a time, nouns, not adjectives, and fix in place. These are the three things you need to look at in a good prompting. Now let's see what one screen at a time is. Do not ask for a whole app. Ask for the first screen, get it right, then ask for the next one. This one is done by every pro web coders out there. So you ask, if you're building some like a habit tracker or Airbnb from scratch, you need to build it page by page. So let's start with the dashboard first. Building a dashboard, you need to analyze on what kind of features you want in the dashboard, what you want the dashboard to actually calculate and everything. You need to fix the first page. You need to perfect the first page and then move on to the next one. This is the sign of a good prompting. So when you write a first prompt, you need to explain all these in one thing and then go for the next. So you need to it's like coding. So it's like coding but in English. Yeah. So let's look at the next one. Here's the difference between a bad prompt and a good prompt. Bad prompt asks for the whole app in one. Build me a beautiful modern habit tracker that helps user build blah 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 and easy navigation, everything you'd expect. And the good one is Build me the main screen of a habit tracker, a list of habits down in the middle, each with a checkbox to the today's state above the list, my current streak in big numbers below the list, and the plus button, nothing else on the screen. This is a sign of a good prompt. So yeah, let's move to the next one. The attention, why it works. So as for the app, it gives you 50 different decisions guessed at once. So as for one screen, 5 decisions made and perfected. This is how good prompt work. You're actually reducing the amount of guessing AI makes. Also the other one, nouns not adjectives. The tool does what you describe, not what you imagine. That's one of the most important thing. The tool should not decide. The tool should actually do something that you want to do, not actually do what you actually. It's not the opposite way, basically. So yeah, the next one is here's another one. Make the streak counter more exciting. You need to ask it, instead of doing that, you need to do this. 72 pixel tall, bold with day streak in a lighter weight below, no animation. This is why pro vibe coders are better than developers. This is why, because they know the stuff they're asking Claude to do or asking the AI to do. This is the most high IQ stuff that makes 30 like apps in 30 or 5 minutes. That's how crazy it is. So let me show you the next one. Read your prompt back, count the adjective. Every one is a decision the tool will make for you. Yeah, every time you prompt, I need to read your prompt back. I need to count every adjective and see where you can add the specifics. So this one works all the time. So yeah, next one. Fix in place. When something is wrong, do not delete and restart. Point to the specific thing and describe a specific fix. So most of the time AI fix itself. So if you can ask it to, all you need to do is point at the direction where AI is making a problem and ask it to fix that one problem. So if you know the fix, you can ask it to fix, or else you can ask it to learn how to fix it and then fix it. So the best thing to do it is you need to make it learn something and then come back to you and see if the thing it learned can actually solve the problem, and then solve the problem. This will make you more and save you more time on building apps. Let's move to the next one. Moving one button, redesign the main screen, move the plus button from the bottom to the right top screen. Okay, this is one of the good prompt you can actually go. So redesign the main screen, it actually goes there and collapses everything, and the move, if you ask something to do specifically, it's gonna do it like one by one. So it doesn't make a lot of mistakes. So that's the 3 moves for a good prompt. One screen at a time, nouns not adjectives, and fixing in place. These are the 3 things. Also the other one, the tool didn't get better, the prompt did. Okay, so every AI tool, they didn't get better, they are only adapting to the models. Your prompt actually gets better. So every time you actually fix up on one of these issues, you can actually go ahead and create more prompts. So that's one of a main thing you actually can build upon on. So it's like discipline, it's like push-ups, it's like going to the gym. Every time you prompt, you need to look at it and say, okay, why is this wrong? Okay, I need to fix that next time. You need to actually go ahead and iterate on yourself again and again and again. It's like a muscle you have to build on. It's not like one day thing. You can master it by actually doing it again and again and again. So that's how it works. This is the prompting 101, and thank you for listening to this entire video. And if you made it out there, comment prompt and I'll send you an entire guide on how to actually go ahead and do it. So yeah, thank you guys. See you in the next